eyes on Cuvo Fred in particular. I think this Naja is a statement style play, playmaker pick that can really dominate the map. Cuvo Fred, a player that I think is capable of doing it. I've also got eyes a bit on Neilma because he has been at times a bit over-aggressive, at times, you know, a bit quiet. I want to see a good performance.
Drama in our first set of the day. Does it continue? Oni Warriors versus Storm with J-Mac and Trelly.
It's the SPL versus the SCC round 2 as we go into our second matchup of the day.
Duo lane once again off that respawn. That's when Vote's going to be hurt. At this moment, though, it looks like mid lane is where the brawling is going to be getting. I'm excited to see Dame on the Thor. I was curious if he was going to be able to grab this pick. He's been going to one of 3 picks, really. It's been Thor, Rat, and then whatever he can get, if those are banned out in this case. So the fact that Dame does get the Thor means the whole team is going to have to watch out. But good aggression here from the Warriors.
Ocean's in danger, slowed down and knocked down by Vote and Neilma. First blood goes over to the Oni Warriors off the back of aggression in the dual lane.
Prefer to sit back. So I think the Oni Warriors are in the position to just sit back if they want to, but now Oceans is going to get taken up, and he's in some big trouble.
Well, where's the follow-up damage on landing? Does get transformed, thrown against the wall, and into the grave once more. 2 kills for the Oni Warriors, both of them against Oceans, and both the kills credit over to Vote.
Yeah, giving Vote a 2-0 start. I talked about a 1-0 side of the Oni Warriors. Maybe the call now is to try to collapse onto Neilma. We'll see if Zen decides to use the ultimate, and it looks like the chase is on.
It's a 4-man rotation over. Oceans dunks in, Dame finds one, a taunt onto Neilma, and a collapse onto the support, and now Vote has been walled off. No ultimate available to the Cernanos, but right as that wall fades away, Vote holds on to that dash to get back to the tier 1 tower. A turnaround trade for the Xibalba Storm, but now the Warriors have rotated over to the blue buff. Delny not going to be able to get the buff for himself.
Towards the red buff, they know it's about to spawn in and want a little bit extra. Ultimates are available as well. It looks like the solo laners, Delny was thinking about making that rotation all the way over, but decided to go back over to solo. And now it's Zen, who could be in some trouble.
Holds on to the beads and Aegis right at the end when Fire Wheels is down, but it doesn't matter because the in-hands are good enough from Cuvo Fred. One more to take down Oceans, and it's Vote on a killing spree for the Oni Warriors, up 4-1. And with nearly everybody on the left side of the map, the Oni Warriors were pushed towards the Gold Fury.
Yeah, it looks like Delny and Josh are trying to grab the Pyromancer, but that's definitely the Gold Fury started up, and now might be the time to use that blink.
Neilma's dash down. Oceans goes in, finds the triple taunt to set up for Joshi. There's the blink to start the fight out, but Joshi gets the rewind off. He will go back right inside the pit. Gold Fury did go over to the Oni Warriors, but the fight is going to the Xibalba Storm so far, but Dardas makes a clean turnaround with the help of Nika. That's 2 down, and Zen stunned out. It's a kill for Vote. And another big triple CC right at the tail end. Zen and Delny, the last 2 alive against 4. Do they have the damage to do it? Delny's stunned on landing, but it's a turnaround by Zen as he's got the damage, but Delny walks too far forward, and Vote puts him down. It's only Zen left alive, and he'll be able to dash back to safety.
Yeah, but Dardas is wrapping around here, was trying. Got the blink available. It looks like actually might be trying to get aggressive on a Cubo. Will the blink be used? No, but here comes the rest of the Storm. Cubo does have the ultimate, but doesn't go far.
No, he slams into the wall. Delny won't have much chase through. Duncan by Dame, only on top of both. He gets the beats from the surf.
Beautiful wall.
But a triple wall, and the taunts in from Oceans. Tries to get this one going back, but the ultimate from Vote is down. Oceans yanked back in. That should be the death of the Athena going over to Vote. That's 6 in a row for the carry of the Oni Warriors, and a turnaround team fight picks 2 for the Warriors.
Wow, it seemed like the Storm were really committed. 77 seconds on Dame and 30 seconds on Joshi, so if Cubo can just connect that stash with either one, and assuming they don't go into the ult, they've got the time. They're burning this Fire Giant, though. Here's the Storm.
Quarter HP on the Fire. This is a coin
They
toss.
got
And
it.
the Xibalba Storm have won Fire Giant to the SCC, but the team fight starts for the Oni Warriors. A pick on a Dame, a kill on the Ocean, 7 in a row for Vote, and Eagles rally out by Delny. How far will that get them? The double stun by Zen delays things for a little while longer. Beats down on the Ishtar, but 3 still alive. Make that only 2 as Zen falls to the might of the Warriors. Fire Giant still on 2, but 3 down for the Warriors.
Yeah, it seemed like once again that was a bit of a split fight. Joshi made the right call. Get out. We got Fire Giant, but the rest of the team could not reset. I'm pretty sure Zen was actually lazy backing underneath the tower, and now it's going to be the 2v5 base defense. They've got FG, though. Let's see what they can do.
Your eyes on Joshi. Needs a big setup, but as soon as he walks in, he is gone. Delny picked up and thrown to the wolves. Vote ends 8-0-6 on the Cernanos, and the Oni Warriors clean up for a nice game 1.
Yeah, a lot of farm going into that Chronos, but unfortunately you still die extremely fast, especially when Rewind is down.
Diversified your initiation, but with everybody having just small pieces of CC, it means that how you start up these fights isn't going to be so cookie cutter.
Got to be big improvements here from the Xibalba Storm. We'll find out if the SPL can go 4 for 4 on day 1 with J-Mac and Trelly.
To get that 4 for 4, the Oni Warriors have got to go through the Xibalba Storm, at least here in game number 2, see if they can make it a clean 2-0 for the SPL squad. In
Whether or not it's true doesn't really matter. As long as you have your eye on Pele, you should be just fine. In this case, Pele's here, and able to find a pull back on a Neomos, some decent damage, but so far Dame hasn't really used anything. The Gamma Ray burst, the wall catches Neil out, he's in trouble.
No, Neil does find a double freeze, but that's not going to be enough when Fire Wheels does pick up Dame, but they need some willer damage on the bottom. Argus drops through, Dame on the run, but polymorphed in. Vote sneaks the last auto in, Sun on the Joshi. Will get the beads away, but the ring toss will slow him down once again. Cubo Fred needs one more hit, but Vote will snag it under him for the double kill on the Cernanos, and maybe a little more on Oceans. Polymorph hits, Argus chasing him down, but Oceans finds the pick up on the Cubo Fred. This could be a big turnaround for the Xibalba Storm to shut down the jungler, but Dardes finds a 3rd kill in the fight.
Yeah, Argus gonna help kill that one, but now it looks like Zen trying to take a brawl. Once you get hit by that polymorph, you're gonna have to retreat. That was a good aggression started by the Xibalba Storm, and it might not be done just yet. It looks like Vote is smart.
Even with the 3 for 2 trade out there, not really much of a lead for the Oni Warriors. Only a couple hundred gold. Maybe a pick on a Neil Maki, and things started once again for the Storm. Ultimate onto the Ymir, but it's a great turnaround by the Oni Warriors. 3 in a row now for Vote once again, and maybe make it 4 as Ocean's in the middle of 4, and his dash stopped right in its tracks. Dame with no beads, he's right back to the sky for Cubo Fred, and a triple kill for Vote. The Oni Warriors on a tear 10 minutes in.
Yeah, that's gonna be a free Gold Fury, and it doesn't look like Josh is gonna be able to do anything about it. And now Infinite Invade onto the purple buff. The Oni Warriors, they're coming out swinging for sure. 6-2. Vote sitting 5-0. This Cernos, I mean, last game he was also 5-0. Vote has been having a fantastic set, and it looks like Argus might be able to finish this one up, or Cubo is going to be able to grab that kill onto Joshi. And that's a real mood killer there for the Xibalba Storm. They don't have many legs to stand on. Even with that big bounty, it seems like Neilma is heading back over to try and get Vote even further ahead. No one from the Storm is on the left side of the map right now. It's just Zen, and it looks like does have to use the ultimate, but still gets caught by the freeze, and Vote gets another one, man. This is just brutal for In My Zen.
It's a hard lane for Zen to fight in now. 3 levels down on the Ishtar, and all the confidence in the world for the Oni Warriors. And kind of talking to Neil Ma during the pregame interview, that was something that he was saying that all these SPL teams need to have coming into this event and moving in towards Worlds, is that confidence to know that you can win this one. And it seems they're doing just that for game 2. Oceans polymorphed away and taken into the air by Cubo Fred. Should be able to find a kill on the tail end there. It's Dardas credits that one. Dave in the middle of 3 finds a good knockup, but just not enough damage. And Vote puts a 7th one on the board for himself. 2 more picks for the Oni Warriors, and a 3,500 gold lead so far for the Oni.
On the map, Vote can do no wrong for the next, I don't know, 7 minutes or so.
It just feels like there's also no relic pressure on the Cernos either. Seeing with both of his up now. Maybe a pick on Anika could at least start things for the Xibalba Storm, but Nika's able to walk away, finds a double stun under the tower. Bludgeon not gonna find it. An ultimate in by Dame. Nika finds a double heal in the back end, but it's just enough damage for the Storm to find a pick that they so desperately needed. Anything to go their way. It's Nika on the grayscale for 30 seconds.
And that's gonna be a good pick, but what does the Storm do in the meantime? It looks like grouping up towards mid. Maybe trying to find something on the Cubo.
Seems that he's got backup at all fronts, and maybe another rotation onto Zen. Top side for Cubo Fred
Oh
to
boy.
stop the incoming Lizard. Zen is just going to sit under tier 1 tower and pray to the gods that something can go his way. Stun hits, freeze, beads out. The jolt is done, and so is End My Zen. This kill for Cubo Fred, a tier 1 tower to boot as well. The Oni Warriors continue to punish the duo lane of the Storm.
Yeah, it seems like Dame's gonna get the tower over on right, try and get some extra farm. When your left lane is losing, play through your right lane, trying to get Delny after one trebuchet that the Oni Warriors are about to confirm for themselves. That's when you can start. But actually, Dardes is going to drop Argus onto Delny, force out the beads. And that's probably the end of what you're going to force out. Eagles Rally doesn't have to be used, but Dame trying to find something on a Dardes.
Just used by the mid laner. Big slam from Royal Assault, but Dardes will be fine for now. Turns around Polymorph, doesn't hit onto Dame. Dame's doing a lot of damage right back to Dardes. Dardes needs the help of his solo laner, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade out. Dame for Dardes. Nika still going in up against 3. But now that the third has rotated in, Nika will wisely wait for the rest of his team to regroup. But that 1-for-1, good for Dame to find a shutdown onto the mid.
Yeah, but Cuvo is defending here because Fire Giant's going to be started back up. You can tell Zen over on the left side of the map where his vote is here. Steal potential is all the Xibalba Storm have because they can't win this fight.
Oceans drops the ultimate. It's
Storm
enough
got it!
to take it. The Atlas once again comes up big for the Storm. But this time, the Storm are able to get out of the team fight.
XP lead as well. The Storm are going to be the ones that start up this Pyromancer. Cuvo Fred on the wraparound, though. He's trying to find something.
Beats down from anybody that does have them. So one pick is all that Cuvo Fred would need to the back line, but it's a lot of damage dumped onto Joshi instead. Cuvo Fred wraps back around with the team, but Zen's dash gets caught out. The ultimate doesn't find anything for him. Divine for vote on the Cernanos. 17 kills total in these 2 games for the carry, and it's still not over just yet.
No, I don't think so. I think Bo wants to go godlike before this one's over. Tier 2 tower and mid gonna be looked at. It looks like Dame is just grabbing as much. Is an unkillable monster. You were talking about pressure towards relics. Has the Aegis, no beads, but Zen is gonna have to use that ultimate. Is it enough to get out? The stun's good, but Neil Ma is running down for another freeze.
Neil Ma is just W-keying Zen. Give 10 over to vote. As he finds his 10th of the game, Gold Fury under the eye of the Oni Warriors for only a moment later until it goes. Instead for them was just delay the Oni Warriors, but it's mostly just delaying from ending the game because the Oni Warriors have not let off the gas.
Oh, Dame's gonna go for the 1v1, good beads, and that means Cubo can't really escape here. Where's the rest of the squad to help him out? Here comes Vote, but Dame's gonna get that kill and be able to get out. He's too fast, that's the rest. That's a good, clean pick. Right before Fire Giant comes back up, you got Cubo dead for 45. But the Storm don't really have enough time to actually burn through that.
From those structures. The Xibalba Storm have grouped up around the mid Phoenix that has respawned. Dame on the other side, Nika goes in, finds the double stun off the blink. But the turnaround fight of the Storm is good. The ult from Oceans will at least start things out, but Vote does not care about Oceans one bit. Immortal on the Cernanos. A sash in by Cuvo Fred, stuns out Delny, but the Oni Warriors will move to the left side.
Yeah, that bird was always going to go down. Unfortunate that Oceans dies for it. Didn't even pop relics in that situation, so is not going to be helping the team here. This bird is the one that you got to keep up, and it looks like that also is getting shredded down very quick. Got to put your attention towards Vote. For the time being, someone's got to deal with that fire wave. It's going to be another split engagement here, probably a 3v5 if Dave goes back.
Dame has blink and ult. Delny goes in for the Eagles rally. Dame to the back line, but Zen is already gone. Can Dame find the shutdown that his team needs? No, he cannot. It's a double for Dardes. Vote and Cuvo find one each, and it's only Oceans left alive. 12-0 for Vote as the Oni Warriors push into the throne room. Oceans, the last one standing, but for how much longer? Can the godlike get there for Vote?
What?
No, it will not. Cuvo takes it away. But the Oni Warriors close out game 2 in just 25 minutes.
I can't believe Cubo stole the godlike there. Both